Peace and love. Peace and love, y'all. How y'all doing today? Welcome to Flowing and Growing with Sister Nzinga. Yeah, this is a place where we do what, y'all? Come on, tell me. That's right. We're working on emancipating ourselves from mental slavery because none but ourselves can free our minds. So we're working on doing this, and it's a process. It is a process, but we got to do it, y'all, because, we in some trouble. And we have to start think about the things that we're going to be doing to prepare a better world for our children and our grandchildren. So every Tuesday we come here and give a little something. I share what I know. I believe in each one teach one. I don't know it all, but I'm sharing what I got. That's what the Lord said. Just share what you know. So so I don't have my glasses on. I'm kind of squinting a little bit, but I am awake. But it's difficult for me sometimes to be able to see good without my glasses on. So here we go. My beautiful, beautiful subscribers, I just want to thank you because without you, there would be no flowing and growing with Sister Nzinga. So thank you for my subscribers. Thank you for listening, sharing, and caring. Please continue to drop a little line here and let me know what you think about my what I'm saying. You can agree, disagree, steer me another direction, whatever. Just what I want to be communicate. I want this to not be just sitting here talking to you all the time. I need to hear from you guys. Help feed me, so I can continue to bring you some information that would be definitely helpful to you. So today we're going to talk about this mess that we're in, the society, and some of the tools, because they use tools to do us, and I ain't trying to step on nobody's toes or trying to insult anyone, but y'all. In America, if you were living according to that society up there, you were a slave to the system. We all were once upon a time, and now we're working on, like I said, it's a process. We're working on freeing ourselves from that, But if you're just getting started, so forth, then you got a little ways to go, because these people are good at what they're doing. They have been doing it for many, many years, and so a lot of good for them has come out of this mess that they got us in. But what we got to do is try to get out of the mess. We have to get out of the mess. And this is what's going to help you. Can you read my t-shirt? I used to sell this in my store. Those who knew that I used to have a store. It's was called Your Connection. God. Yeah, man, because you can't do this alone. Whatever your God's name is, that's your choice. But as long as you understand that there is a power higher than you, and you can trust that, and you can definitely count on our ancestors. Our ancestors are there for us, waiting for us to be called on, to be able to help us in ways that we need, because they have laid the path for us, and they're available to help us and give us some strength and wisdom and guidance, because we all need guidance to get us out of this shit that we in. So, this society uses tools they use programming. How they control the social media, how they have, the programming that they've got these boys to be able to talk about, killing each other and murdering and doing drugs and just having sex, all that kind of stuff in the music. But that stuff wasn't there before. They've generated that, and then the main thing that they do is this thing called predictive programming. So do you know what predictive programming is? Just think about it. What the word predictive means. That means that they predict based on this or that they can predict what the outcome is going to be based on the data. Okay, that's what I understand, the data. And they are collecting data all the time. We don't think about these things. And like I said, think it ain't illegal yet, because we're not taught to do that kind of stuff in school. Because when you go to school for 12 years, you're not taught to be a thinker. You're not taught to analyze. You're just taught to be able to listen to what these people are saying, and then you have to regurgitate that mess back to them, and you get a test, and you have to pass the test. So there's no analysis, there's no thinking, there's no optional. They're talking about this. Everybody trying to get the same way, the one answer, so I can get an answer correct. There's not always one answer. Well, I won't say there's never, but most of the time there's definitely more than one way to skin a cat, as they say. So we are not taught that. So we have to start thinking, because it ain't illegal yet. So once you start thinking, then you will be thinking about the things that you come across and how this is going to affect you, and if you like it, or do you really want to do it? Is it worth your money? Or anytime, but whatever it is, whatever the scenario is. So it's very important to be able to think. You know, we take that for granted, but it really needs to be. We need to really start thinking a little bit more. So this predictive programming is that they create things based on the programming that they're giving you, the things that you're taught in school. They know for sure that by the time you get out of go through those 12 years, they already know kind of what most people are going to be thinking and what path they're going to take. And they're all ready for that. They're going to be just waiting for you to graduate from the school, and so they can just just come right at you and attack you and give you this shit and think you want to. As soon as you get out of school, you got to get a job. You got to get a job. Go college. You got and they predict these numbers based on the stuff that they know that they're feeding you through the media, through the school system, through the music, through advertisement. They use this stuff based on how you use it, how often you listen to it, how much you watch this thing, and that kind of stuff. It's called predictive programming, and it's something that is done. And so we think that sometimes, like I could just take a great example is when we're on Facebook. Facebook says, show me your sisters, or all your sisters, or show me the last time that you was at the beach, or every time you was at the beach, all beach pictures, put it on the beach. Of course they can predict. They ask you to show the things that you like. They ask you to put all your pictures in groups. I know they got this thing now. They ask you to create files for you to put all your this and that group, your family in that group, your cousins, your restaurant, your days at the beach, your days at work, the days that the sun was shining, the days that you did this, they did that. And they're using this data. Data is so valuable. That's why they sell people's data. They sell you information. Because people are using predictive programming, and from these kind of things they can determine to make a decision about what they're going to do next, what kind of gadget they're going to come up with next. Like, they already know what you would buy. They already know how much money you would spend on things. They already know. And based on these things that they get information, they get it from you, that data. And it's really not good for you to let them know about I was here. Every time people talk about, well, now I'm at the airport. Now I'm at the such and such restaurant. Now I'm here. They're using this information because they're creating data, and so with this data they're using it against you. And you think it's for your convenience that they want to know. You put them on Facebook. Oh yeah, here's my son when he was 2. This is all the pictures with your son, or all the pictures with your auntie, or all the parties you've been to. Show me what kind of liquor you drink. And so all this kind of stuff that they ask you to post on Facebook. But it's not just for you to be cute or anything like that. It is for them to collect data. And when they take this data, which is information, they are doing predictive programming. They already know. And they do it to teachers, like on TV. On TV, they create programs when they say sometimes, the TV will show you certain things, and then you would think, oh, that's the furthest from whatever could really happen. But the thing is that that shit could be true. Because they know that you ain't thinking, first of all. And so they take the information, they already got it in your mind. They're getting you set up, making you comfortable to think that, okay, oh God, because so much, I get to talking on a subject, because so much stuff comes to my mind. So they take the data, and they can predict things that's going to be done based on the information that they give. And so they collect the data from you when they want to know, when they put something on the news and telling you that this could happen, or whether it's a whole section of some place is going to be catching on fire, or some volcano is going to do some eruption, or what if America actually gets the chance gets to go to war, and all that kind of stuff. And they show you this stuff, and they want to see what your reaction is, and they feed it to you, and you're like, oh no, that's not going to happen. But what they're doing, they're getting you ready. They're preparing you for shit that's going to be coming on down the line. So they just want to see how you're going to react to it. And they want to know, everybody's going to be talking, oh, did you see that movie? Because such. Did you see that movie? Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? And people talking about it when the conversations be like, oh yeah, I saw that shit. That's just crazy and something. But what they're doing is they setting us up, because they may create that issue or create that problem. They slick, y'all. They slick. They've been doing this shit for over 700 years. And so they're good at what they do, unfortunately. because we're not changing, and it's because we're not changing because we have been programmed not to change. We have been programmed to say that, to believe these systems, to trust, and that these people are doing things because they say this is America, this is the Constitution, and there's laws. But haven't you already seen that the laws don't mean a goddamn thing? The law says that people aren't supposed to do such and such, but people are still doing it. The law says that I'm just trying to think of a good example. But they create laws, and then they change the laws according to whenever they want to for their convenience. So these laws and these rules and regulations that they have out here, it's just fucking, excuse me, I just gotta say it, just fucking lies. Because there's a certain law, a certain rules and regulations that they use when you go to court. They tell you this is what this is, this is what that is. Okay, but then when you go to court, this language thing, and they don't tell you that it's a certain language that they use that's different from if they were just talking to you just on the street or something like that. It's a different language that they use in the courts. So certain things they don't teach that in school. They don't prepare you for that kind of stuff. They don't even prepare you how to write to be able to handle a checkbook. When you get out of high school in 12th grade, but they want you to go get a job. But you don't even know how to handle the checkbook. They want you to mismanage your money and just give it to them, buy this, buy that, and thinking about, not thinking about your future or saving or planning for for the future or anything. So there's so many tricks and trades that they got shit up their sleeve in so many categories. So just because a lot of people do a certain thing and it becomes a common thing, that does not make it right. I've said this in my other videos before. Just because people do a thing, it don't make it right. That's what everybody do. It don't make it right. So you have to pick and choose what's right and wrong for you. But most people don't do that because they just think, oh, this is what everybody do. This is just a regular thing. Because they got to sit there eating shit, come at these supermarkets because they know that people are going to like it. It's so many things that especially when it comes to the children, the candies that the children eat, candies, potato chips, and junk candy. It has so much stuff in it that's really not good for the children, but because it tastes good, it may not be good for you, but it tastes good, and everybody drinks it. I mean, everybody eats this kind of thing. It's on the shelf, but that doesn't mean that it's good for you. Look at cigarettes. Look at cigarettes. Now it says it on the package that this is bad for your health. It causes cancer and so and so and so, but they still sell it. Now, shouldn't that be against the law? Like if you're thinking a thinking person, you would think, well, this should be against the law. No, but they're making money off of it. They are not going to stop selling them cigarettes. When I was young, cigarettes used to cost 75 cents a pack. And now it costs what? $10 or $12 for a pack of cigarettes. They making big money off of it. And you know one thing? And they making bigger money off all the cancer that people get from smoking them cigarettes. Or the lungs or the kidneys or that kind of stuff. They making big money off of it. They don't care. They don't care. They really don't. So I'm just saying, I'm not even going to stay long today. I want you to go do some research and find about this thing, predictive programming, because it's something that is used, especially on TV, that they will show you something and make you either fear a certain thing or make you think that, oh wow, okay, this is okay. But we see it on TV, so it must be okay. No, but this is how they determine what they're going to do. Like, they use predictive programming to see, like, certain merchandise they're going to sell you to see how many people buy this thing. And they know that by the time Christmas come around, they have predicted how much money they're going to make. Do you know, as a business owner, you make, business is divided into quarters, as far as your income is concerned. That's how you do your spreadsheets and all that kind of stuff. But it goes by quarters. The money that you make during the holiday season is at least sometimes you make as much money in that 1 or 2 months, more money in those 3 months, let's say October, November, December, than you have made January through September. If you own a business, you'll understand. Because this predictive program, they already know, okay, let's put this out there, let's put that out there, let's put this out there. They create this shit for you. So again, I want some feedback from you. I want to know what you think about this. I want you to go look up and see what is predictive programming, and you'll see for yourself that it's something that they use as a tool that they use to get you all jammed up and get you caught up into a whole bunch of shit. And there's different angles that they come at you with this thing here, different angles. So check out predictive programming. Look it up. And then look up how is predictive programming used. And come back and talk to me, okay? Talk black to me. All right? So, y'all, we have to start thinking. We have to start thinking for ourselves, and we're not doing that. And I do understand we weren't taught that. And sometimes even our parents don't even pressure us to make you think or to do things like that. Some people just think it's okay. So much kids at school and whatever they learn in school is supposed to be okay. It's dangerous. It's dangerous to do that to your child. Let somebody else educate your child. To let other people feed your child. Let other people be in a care for your child. Because the world today, you just can't trust people. So I'm not gonna go into another subject, but check out predictive programming, y'all. All right? God loves you, so do I. Y'all be well. All right. Thank you so much. Peace and love.